Hello pilots and welcome to Season 4 of Flight Academy, brought to you by Out of Art Gaming. As always, my name is Phil. Full format rules and lists are in the description below, and you can see all the lists in the video linked at the top right hand corner of the screen now. But joining me for this game we have...
Hey guys, it's Andy.
Hey Andy, that's funny. I see your name on the left hand side. Is this our game?
It might well be.
A good old Republic showdown. Can the N1s beat the Delta 7s? That is a very good question. Can I get revenge on you for the sofa from Season 3 is more the question though. Because I'm not going to lie, I'm looking at that move you've just done there with Annie, and that it's literally giving me sofa anxiety, because I'm pretty sure you did a similar thing. You turned and barrel rolled and then just sat there. Oh, that's sofa.
Are you yeah, I can't. Oh man, I don't know when we played these games, but I'm just trying to remember. But I can't remember how it went. So it's going to be exciting to watch.
Yeah, I mean, it's been quite a while since we actually played these games now, which is quite nice when we actually come back to do the commentary that we don't remember exactly what happens. I do remember it was a good fun game, and I love flying against the N1 Starfighters because I think they're a really interesting ship. A really tricky one in a weird way, because of their ability, you just want to fly them super fast, but at the same time, flying them super fast isn't always the best option. So it's trying to balance that, getting that evade, whilst also being able to stick into a decent position and not be too predictable for your opponent.
Absolutely, yeah. And I found them quite challenging actually in this format, because after like the initial engagement, I felt like I wanted to zoom past and then take a few turns to turn around so I can come back in with a real good engagement. But I don't know. Once you get in the nit and grit of it all, it's very difficult to like disengage, I think, in this format. So yeah, I was finding it difficult to make the most of the full throttle ability.
I know what you mean, because there's not a lot of time to be able to actually like get in, get that first shot, get out and come back like in a standard game. Just outside of range 2 for Foresight there with Amidala, and that's what that range check was there, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, it is difficult to, like, it's not completely impossible, but it is tricky to get in, get some shots, get out and re-engage quickly, especially when the other ships that you're coming up against are just as, if not faster than yours, because these Delta 7s have quite a nice dial, if I do say so myself.
Oh yeah, I think they've got a hard one, haven't they, as white, which is, I mean, that's arguably the best move in the game, or at least of the basic maneuvers, in my opinion. But
I mean, the Inquisitor has it as blue, but yes, the hard white or hard blue one is just ridiculous. But that is a nice barrel roll boost into the flank of Annie there, with Obi-Wan using the Force. Best bit is gets Obi-Wan past Padmé's arc. So if I had, other than the Force, if I had any tokens, I could still use them, because Padmé is horrible.
Out of the Proton Top, well, out of arc, but also, and with your second ship there, out of the sort of Proton Top range, the bubble.
Yeah, should hopefully be sitting in that range 1 bubble, so no Proton Torps, although it's a fine margin. I mean, I'm really hoping that I am out of the Proton Torp bubble, because, again, sofa vibes. You and those Proton Torps were just really, really good. So, how did you find as well being Initiative 4 in this? Did you find that you were a lot of the time second guessing what other people were doing, or did you feel that you were in a good position?
I'm grateful that Oh, that wasn't the best attack, was it? The first one, at least.
Yeah, having to spend that target lock, 2 hits and a crit. 2 evades.
Oh, that was good. That went okay. That could have gone much worse for me. I feel like in this round, that looked like I had a good sort of engagement, being the I4, being able to get the target locks, but then again missing the opportunity to get the Proton Tops this round. Not ideal. So hey, it was a challenge.
Obi-Wan really wishing that he had a focus there, because that was 3 focus results, not willing to spend all of the force there. God, that's
unlucky.
You go super maneuverable. Yeah, you go super maneuverable, and then you obviously don't have the mods. Ooh, not bad. Adigalia spending a force to make you not get your range bonus. Elusive not helping. So that is 1 shield on Addy. And here is the important range check.
It was an important range check.
Yeah, I think you bumped forward, and I think you said, look, because of that, we'll just class it as not Proton Torpedoes.
Oh, that's good of me. So I was thinking, I've just bumped myself forward into Proton Torpedoes range.
It's always a tough one. Like, it's easy to knock the ships, and yeah, it's just frustrating sometimes when that happens. But you know what? Mistakes are made. And like I said, this is a pretty casual event. We weren't exactly there going, oh, I must win. We were just there like, I want to fly spaceships around the board, and I want to see funny stuff happen.
Yeah, and I think I had that in my list building, because I wanted to fly some ships that are fun. And I mean, I don't fly Republic much, but I've not really seen the Naboo Starfighters on the table, because I don't think they're that competitive. So actually, it was quite nice to field them in this format without having to worry about, the competitive side of things.
Yeah, I think that they've sort of gone off the board a little bit. There's other options available at the moment for the Republic. I mean, the Delta 7s are looking really good, and the Siege of Coruscant pack has got some really good, like, standard loadout cards for a lot of the faction. Which is a shame, because I do really like the M1s. As I said, they're fast, they're just funny. Anakin's ability to be able to do a barrel roll, and it doesn't count as a barrel roll for the purposes of doing another one, is just hilarious. And I mean, what's not to like about that? Just try spinning, it's a good trick.
Sure. And I think on this round, I'm learning that I need to get a move in between, sort of before I turn around, because I could have thought about maybe trying some talent rolls there, but then I probably would have been out of arc again for the Proton Top. So I think I'm trying to speed away so I can turn around and re-engage at sort of a range 3 perhaps.
Absolutely. I think if you'd have tried to talent roll, you wouldn't have had your evade, and I've obviously turned around quite quickly there, so would have I mean, if we look at the talent roll, if you'd have gone down to the right, you'd be a bit closer to where my dial is. But I would have had you covered by Adigalia and possibly by Obi-Wan as well there. But it's a good hard one there from Obi-Wan to track back just to keep on you.
Absolutely.
So it's going to make it harder for you to be able to actually get Proton Torp range onto Obi-Wan. Adigalia, a lot easier, I reckon, later. So range 3 from Adigalia. No, so that's a range 1 from Obi-Wan. I'll get that right.
Yeah, I don't think Adigalia's got arc, but I'm not sure.
I think she might, but forcing you to spend that evade.
Oh, it's tight.
Close. No.
That's handy.
It was a lot further out, but still, like, not a bad position. Like, Obi-Wan is sticking right in with you, hopefully to almost stop that Proton Torp, but you've already got the target locks as well for later, which is just super handy. And
Yeah, I think I was quite lucky in that first round of shooting that I didn't have to worry about spending the locks.
Yeah.
So now this is where I'm hoping I'm going to get a juicy proton, double proton onto. I've only got double locks on Adigalia because I think it was out of range on Obi-Wan. So
yeah, and I think that there's almost no chance that you were going to get a Proton Torp onto Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan now debating how he's going to try and re-engage. I don't think Adigalli's going to be able to get out of a Proton Torp shot, unfortunately. Unless she did a one hard to ship right, so board left, and then barrel rolled and boost backed up to get away, but I highly doubt that I sort of tried to turn on a dime there.
Yeah, with this, I'm guessing you've probably done like a one. I think they've got one bank that's blue, isn't it? I can't remember their dials. I think you've got one blank blue, or it's two blank blue, definitely. One or the other. I would.
I'm gonna bring the dial up. That looks like the 2 just dialed in there. Yeah, 2 just dialed in there, which is a shame. I would have loved to have got a bit further, and I don't. Even with a boost, I'm gonna definitely be taking at least one. At least one Proton Torp there, probably from Anakin.
Yeah, I think at this point I'm rubbing my hands under the table.
The Proton Torp from Anakin is actually the more scarier of the two, because he has the Force as well.
Yes, that's true.
Ooh, apparently, I'm just going to sit there and try and take it. Surprising, I think. Looking back at that, I think what I should have done was boosted in and then maybe barrel rolled to the right.
Yeah, I wonder. Some combination of boost barrel roll might have got you into range 1, so sort of in that bubble, if not out of arc.
Well, I can still modify that one hit. I think Elusive.
Yeah.
Oh, that's 3 hits going through onto Padmé. So we have 2 ships at half points apiece, but I'm going to be taking some Proton Torps to the face, which is not what I like to see. Two hits already. Looks like at least... Oh, that looks like 3 hits and a crit. Or is it? And I can only modify 1. Padmé's ability is really good at shutting down the Force, as well as focuses. Because I've now...
Yeah, it's quite cheeky. I didn't think too much of the ability when I picked the ship. Then actually, yeah, it's been nice. It does allow you to punch for a few more hits.
Yeah, so it looks like actually it was 2 hits and a crit, so if I spend the Force, I will keep Adigallia alive. I'll be taking that crit, so I need to be careful with what that is. Damage sensor array, so nothing too terrible. Not a direct hit, at least. But we still have young Skywalker to go next.
Surely we can push through 1 damage. You never know.
With Padmé's ability triggering there. Oh, that's... Oh, I think you've got it. Oh. Oh.
You're good?
All good.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Somehow, that was tough.
I felt I felt like I needed that to go through because I'm in a really difficult position now with the double stress as well.
I mean, it's not a terrible position. Yes, you're stressed, but again, Obi-Wan is out of position. It's going to take him. If he was a little bit further forward, he'd probably be okay. But it's going to take him a while to get around those obstacles and get back in. Amidala now has to be super careful because she has 1 health left. So, which is very much less than ideal for what I would want. Especially because I've been flying these quite aggressively.
Yeah, and so when I was playing with the Deltas, I was doing the Delta 7Bs, because that makes a huge difference, doesn't it? I think it's two extra shield, I think. They're
So the Delta 7Bs,
much more chunky.
Yeah, they get the 2 extra shields, but they get 1 less evade dice.
That's it.
They also don't get the calibrated laser targeting, and they also do get 1 extra red, so they get 2 shields, 1 red, lose a green.
That's it.
So,
because I remember when I had that list with those 4, I was looking at like what is the closest ship I can get to a T-70 X-Wing. Because I was quite comfortable flying those, and the Delta 7B wasn't too far off actually.
Yeah, I mean that pretty much is how you write all of your lists. how close is this to a T-70? Although the list that you've been throwing up on Discord recently is definitely not T-70s, and I can't wait to actually see that.
Oh yes, well hopefully we'll see that on stream one day. But that's as far as you could get from T-70s.
Yeah, really cool. I do find it funny that you've obviously bought 2 more of them as well, considering I'm pretty sure I bought your last one off you when you sold up from the Empire.
Yes, you did, and I'm much more happy with the paint job on these compared to that last one. I
don't blame you. They look amazing, and we're not going to spoil it. I will endeavour to get them on the channel so that you'll know what we're going on about, and then there'll be an aha moment. But do look nice.
Yeah, unfortunately, they won't feature in Flight Academy due to their base size, so that's another spoiler. But yeah, perhaps we'll leave it at that.
You never know. We are always looking at how we can adapt the format, although that base size possibly not. That's unfortunate there for Amidala. And I don't think she's going to get quite far enough past that obstacle to get.
Looks like you've dodged Anakin's arc. I'm not sure.
Know. I really don't know. That is the 7 target lock as well, so it is Anakin that has the target lock, which that would be very unfortunate for me because. Yeah. Although it looks like you got target lock on with Anakin on both of my ships. And I've got such a tough decision to make. Padmé is the more injured, doesn't have the force. It's still range 3, so just going for Padmé, I think I got it really.
Yeah.
And again, can only modify 1 focus, which is really annoying, so it's almost pointless doing it.
Oh yeah, that's that Padmé's ability, keeping her on the board.
So good. Oh, gonna do it anyway. Gonna play aggressive anyway. And didn't pay off. Okay. I mean, you never know. If you don't try, you definitely will never succeed. So
yeah, I mean, I'm always a believer of, why you've got the opportunity to spend the tokens, then to spend them. Because if you don't, you'll get the perfect roll on your next dice anyway, and you'll regret hanging on to it. But
oh yeah, looked like Anakin did not have arc on Addy, so fortunate for Addy. So that does mean it's a Proton Torp into Obi-Wan instead. 2 hits, 2 blanks so far. Oh, sorry. Hit, focus, blank. spending that lock. Two crits, spending the 4, so hit, crit. That's not great. And definitely losing a shield. I'm gonna spend the focus there and just lose that shield. So that's not a bad result there. Yeah, Padmé's going to go into Anigania, and I think that's the right choice, to be honest. She might be obstructive, but... Oh, 2 hits. Oh, and she survives. How on earth is Anigania continuing just to rug this off?
I keep thinking, which is the first one to go down, and I go...
I mean, to the wire. I honestly thought that Addy was going to be down. I mean, look, we got 1 minute 30 left. No ships are down. I've got the ship probably most closest to dropping. Depending on if I can pincer Padmé quite nicely, but that's looking like you're about to get a really nice pincer movement onto like blocking Obi-Wan in. That could be awkward.
Yeah, I can't remember what I was. I can't remember when you watch these games back, can you? Because this is the first time I've commentated on one of my own games, but
yeah.
Oh yeah, maybe I was trying for the block with Padmé and then the preempt barrel roll. Yeah.
I think if you're going for the block with Padmé, the boost at the end there was probably not the right choice.
Yeah, it's too quick. I don't know, unless I was just trying to get out of Obi-Wan's shot. I can't remember.
Yeah. And then obviously having to re-barrel roll back in, I think he went further over than you were expecting there.
Yeah.
Let's see, does Addy manage to get in range for a shot? Oh, that's gonna be...
That's a nice move.
Now this is where the tricky bit comes in. It's the, which order do you do it in? Do you boost then barrel, or do you barrel roll then boost? So do the boost. Oh, that is a naughty spot to be in.
Neither of them got any tokens.
I need to hope that Anakin goes down there, otherwise I am in a lot of trouble. Someone, and I think it's Obi-Wan, has Obi-Wan has the target locks. Just sneaking on past. I don't know if he's going to be able to get a shot on Anakin.
Yeah, and that's time now, isn't it? So this is
it.
I don't think Padmé. I don't know if he can get a shot. At least he's not getting shot.
Yeah, that's the boost. I think it should have been I think maybe should have just barreled up. Do you have barreled up? Yeah, it's a tough one, but this is where I need to hope for an absolute perfect roll.
Yeah, because I guess Anakin's got the Force, isn't he? So
yeah,
got that advantage. But
nothing.
Nope.
Oh,
Phil. That's unfortunate.
Even spending the Force just doesn't help. So, can you finish off Anigania and steal the win?
I can't see the results, but I can definitely see some paint.
There is definitely one hit in there, and yep, that is Adigalia down. You do steal that at the very
Oh,
last there.
that was a close game.
Oh, it was such a good fun game. They're really tight throughout that game. Literally could have gone either way. Getting Padmé out of there looked like it was the wrong thing to do, but actually worked out pretty much in your favour. So yeah, well played there, buddy. A good, solid win and ship kill there. So let's have a quick look and see how that actually affects the table. So Ben is still sat comfortably at the top with Josh in second. Scott is in third. Andy, that puts you up into fourth place with 7 points. Wes and Connor and Madbots all sat with 6 points. I have 4 points down in 8th place, and Fraser, unfortunately, at this point, yet to score. But Andy, thank you very much for joining us for that. I hope you enjoyed yourself.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
No worries. And guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you next time.